Noah Brown, one of the beloved stars of the Alaskan bush people, has faced more than his fair share of hardships. Known for his resilience and resourcefulness, Noah grew up in the wild alongside his family, embracing a rugged, off-grid lifestyle. However, behind his adventurous spirit lies a story filled with unimaginable loss and heartbreak. From devastating natural disasters to the tragic passing of his father, Billy Brown, Noah has endured pain that few can truly understand. Are you ready to listen to Noah Brown's heartbreaking story? Let's start the video. Noah Brown is widely recognized as a master of bushcraft, possessing an uncanny ability to survive in the wild with little more than his wits and resourcefulness. A modern-day MacGyver of the wilderness, Noah thrives in the most challenging conditions, from snow-covered landscapes to dense forests teeming with wildlife. Whether it's building shelters from natural materials, hunting for food, or fashioning tools from whatever is available, he has proven time and again that he is a true survivalist. Noah Brown was raised in an environment far removed from the typical suburban upbringing. His parents, Billy and Amy Brown, had an adventurous spirit that led them to seek a life in the wild. When Noah was just a child, his family relocated to the rugged terrain of Alaska, settling near the Copper River, a place known for its harsh climate and unforgiving landscape. This move would shape the rest of Noah's life, instilling in him the skills and mindset necessary for survival in the wilderness. Noah was only 12 years old when he fully immersed himself in the wild Alaskan way of life. Alongside his 6 siblings, he grew up learning the art of hunting, fishing, and foraging for food. Unlike most children his age, whose days were filled with school and extracurricular activities, Noah spent his time mastering the techniques needed to thrive in nature. His childhood was defined by adventure and self-sufficiency, as he learned to read animal tracks, identify edible plants, and build sturdy shelters to protect against the elements. Education was an important aspect of his upbringing, though it was anything but conventional. While many children attended school, Noah and his siblings were homeschooled by their mother, Amy, due to the family's remote lifestyle and limited financial resources. This unique form of education allowed Noah to develop a deep understanding of the natural world, gaining knowledge and hands-on experience that many survivalists only dream of. His schooling included reading, writing, and arithmetic, but it also incorporated lessons in practical survival skills, problem-solving, and bushcraft ingenuity. Noah's ability to devise creative solutions to survival challenges set him apart from even the most seasoned outdoorsmen. He has been known to construct complex contraptions from seemingly random materials, proving that innovation is just as crucial as skill when living off the land. Whether fashioning a fishing net from strands of bark, engineering an efficient cooking stove out of discarded metal, or crafting a secure shelter from fallen branches, Noah consistently demonstrates an exceptional talent for turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. Despite the rugged lifestyle he was raised in, Noah always found joy in the close-knit bond he shared with his family. The Brown family's resilience was tested many times, particularly when his mother Amy faced a battle with lung cancer. Throughout these hardships, the family remained united, using their strong work ethic, faith, and love for the outdoors to persevere. Their ability to overcome adversity only strengthened their connection to each other and their chosen way of life. The Brown family's life in the Alaskan wilderness was a well-kept secret until 2014, when the Discovery Channel took an interest in their unconventional way of living. Hidden away from modern civilization, they had been surviving in the harsh, unforgiving environment of Alaska for years, relying solely on their ingenuity, resilience, and deep connection to nature. What made their story so compelling was the sheer uniqueness of their lifestyle. Completely detached from the conveniences and luxuries that most people take for granted. The Discovery Channel recognized the potential for an extraordinary reality series and approached the family with an offer to share their lives with the world. The Browns agreed, and in May 2014, Alaskan Bush People premiered, captivating audiences from the very first episode. The show quickly gained traction, drawing in millions of viewers fascinated by the family's self-sufficient way of life. At the heart of this success was Noah Brown, who emerged as one of the most memorable figures on the show. Noah was portrayed as a fearless adventurer, a man who thrived in the wilderness and refused to back down from any challenge. His rugged persona and survival expertise made him a standout character, drawing admiration from fans who marveled at his resourcefulness and determination. Whether he was constructing shelters, hunting for food, or starting fires with minimal tools, Noah embodied the spirit of a true frontiersman. One of the most captivating aspects of Noah's presence on the show was his ability to build robust and functional shelters using nothing but logs, branches, and whatever materials the land provided. He showcased his ingenuity by crafting sturdy structures designed to withstand Alaska's brutal weather conditions, demonstrating skills that had been honed through years of hands-on experience. Each shelter was more than just a temporary refuge. It was a testament to his deep understanding of nature and his ability to harness its resources effectively. Noah also impressed audiences with his keen ability to create comfortable sleeping arrangements in the wild. With no mattresses or blankets, he would fashion beds out of soft moss, layering them with animal pelts to provide insulation against the cold. This level of craftsmanship and adaptability fascinated viewers, who admired his ability to turn raw wilderness into a livable space. His methods served as both an educational experience and a source of entertainment, as fans were enthralled by the idea of surviving in such a raw, unfiltered manner. Beyond shelter building, Noah demonstrated remarkable hunting and foraging skills, proving that he was a true survivalist. Whether tracking wild game, setting traps, or using makeshift tools to catch fish, he showcased an ability to secure food in even the most challenging conditions. Viewers found themselves on the edge of their seats as he engaged in the age-old struggle between man and nature, often emerging victorious through sheer skill and perseverance. His deep knowledge of edible plants and roots further highlighted his expertise as he foraged for sustenance in Alaska's remote landscape. Perhaps one of the most mesmerizing aspects of Noah's survival skills was his ability to start a fire under almost any circumstance. With just a few dry twigs and a piece of flint, he could create a blazing fire to keep warm, cook food, and provide much-needed light in the wilderness. His mastery of fire-making was often portrayed as almost magical, reinforcing his reputation as an expert outdoorsman. Many fans attempted to replicate his techniques, inspired by his ability to turn something so simple into an essential life-saving skill. As Alaskan Bush People continued to grow in popularity, Noah's contributions to the show remained a key factor in its success. His fearless approach to life in the wild, combined with his ingenuity and survivalist mindset, made him a beloved figure among audiences. Through his adventures, he not only entertained viewers, but also inspired them to appreciate the beauty and challenges of nature. His presence on the show helped to elevate its appeal, drawing in fans who admired his resilience, toughness, and ability to thrive in an environment that most would find uninhabitable. In the years following the show's debut, Alaskan Bush People became more than just a reality series. It became a cultural phenomenon that showcased a lifestyle few could imagine. The Brown family, once unknown to the world, found themselves at the center of a television hit, with Noah standing out as one of its most compelling figures. His journey from an obscure life in the Alaskan wilderness to a household name was a testament to his unique abilities and unbreakable spirit. Noah's journey was far from easy. Every step of his survival experience was marked by grueling challenges that tested his endurance, skills, and mental strength. The first and most relentless obstacle he faced was the unforgiving weather. Filming in sub-zero temperatures made even the most basic tasks, like lighting a fire or securing food, extraordinarily difficult. The cold seeped into his bones, numbing his fingers and making fine motor tasks nearly impossible. Hunting and fishing, which were crucial for his sustenance, became a nearly insurmountable struggle as rivers froze over and wildlife grew scarce. Despite his best efforts, his food supplies dwindled rapidly, forcing him into strict rationing. Days turned into weeks of living off the bare minimum, and Noah found himself spending long, lonely hours huddled inside makeshift shelters, waiting for the worst of the weather to pass. Yet fate had a strange way of intervening. One day, while scavenging for anything edible, he stumbled upon a remarkable find, a cache of supplies left behind by an unknown traveler. Whether it was a forgotten stash or a deliberate act of generosity, Noah would never know. But in that moment, it felt like a miracle. The discovery of canned goods, dried meat, and a handful of essential tools lifted his spirits and provided a much-needed lifeline. With his provisions replenished, he was able to endure the remainder of the brutal winter, though the experience left him with a newfound appreciation for just how thin the line between survival and starvation could be. Not all of Noah's challenges came from the elements. Some came from fellow humans. One of the most tense encounters of his journey occurred when he was confronted by a group of local hunters who accused him of trespassing and poaching on their land. They claimed that his makeshift traps were illegal and threatened to report him to the authorities. Noah, taken aback by the accusation, tried to reason with them, explaining his methods and showing them the permits he had secured for his survival challenge. However, their distrust ran deep, and his words did little to pacify them. Realizing that he needed to prove his innocence, he took extra precautions. He installed surveillance cameras around his camp to document his activities, ensuring that he had evidence in case the accusations escalated. Though the situation was tense, Noah's quick thinking and transparency helped prevent any further conflicts, and he remained undeterred in his pursuit of survival. Perhaps the most harrowing ordeal of his journey, however, came when he narrowly escaped a deadly encounter with a grizzly bear. While repairing his fishing nets along a riverbank, Noah failed to notice the massive predator approaching. By the time he turned, the bear was dangerously close. In a desperate bid to escape, he scrambled to grab his bear spray and flares, but in the chaos, he tripped over his gear. The fall sent him crashing onto the jagged rocks, slicing his hand open in the process. Blood poured from the wound, and though he managed to scare the bear off with a well-timed flare, he was now faced with another challenge: treating himself. With no medical professionals in sight and only a basic first aid kit at his disposal, Noah was forced to stitch his wound shut using rudimentary tools and sheer determination. The pain was excruciating, but he had no choice. Infection was a real danger, and without proper medical attention, a seemingly minor injury could prove fatal in the wilderness. For Noah Brown and his family, life in the wilderness was more than just a way of living. It was a testament to their resilience, unity, and deep-rooted love for nature. As part of Alaskan bush people, Noah had embraced the challenges and rewards of an off-grid lifestyle alongside his siblings, thriving in the beauty and solitude of the wild. However, the events of Season 14 changed everything. The year 2021 brought unimaginable heartache to the Browns when tragedy struck at the core of their family. Noah's brother, Bear Brown, took to social media in February of that year to share devastating news. Their beloved father, Billy Brown, had passed away after suffering a seizure. The loss sent shockwaves through the tight-knit family, leaving them struggling to navigate a future without their patriarch. Billy Brown was more than just the head of the Brown family. He was the glue that held them together. His unwavering determination, wisdom, and adventurous spirit had defined their way of life for decades. He was the guiding force behind their journey into the wild, teaching his children to survive in the harshest conditions while instilling in them the importance of family. His passing left a void that could never truly be filled. The impact of Billy's death was profound. The family, who had already endured numerous hardships, faced one of their toughest emotional battles yet. Grieving in the public eye added another layer of difficulty, but they leaned on one another for strength. The show continued, but it was never quite the same. Every episode carried the weight of Billy's absence, a reminder of the man who had shaped their lives in ways words could scarcely capture. Yet this tragedy was not the first hardship Noah and his family had endured. At the end of season 13, they had already faced another devastating blow when a wildfire ripped through their homestead in Okanogan County, Washington. The Browns had settled into their alpine home, enjoying the breathtaking beauty of their remote mountain sanctuary. It was a place of peace, built with their own hands and filled with memories of love and laughter. But in an instant, everything changed. The fire ignited without warning, its hungry flames quickly consuming everything in their path. The Browns barely had time to react. With smoke filling the air and the crackling inferno growing stronger, they made the difficult decision to evacuate. They moved with urgency, leaving behind their beloved home in a desperate bid for survival. The wildfire raged on for an entire week before firefighters were able to contain it. But by then, the damage had been done. Their homestead, once a symbol of their perseverance and hard work, was reduced to ashes. It was an emotional blow, testing their resilience in ways they never could have anticipated. For Noah, losing both his father and his home in such a short span of time was a heartbreaking ordeal. Yet, as they had always done, the Browns found a way to move forward. They honored Billy's legacy by continuing the life he had taught them to love, proving that even in the face of unimaginable loss, their spirit remained unbroken. After enduring a series of devastating hardships, Noah Brown was forced to make one of the most difficult decisions of his life, leaving behind the homestead and starting fresh. The wildfire that swept through Okanogan County, Washington, had taken everything from him and his family. The place they had built with their own hands, the memories of their father, Billy Brown, and the sense of stability they had worked so hard to achieve were reduced to nothing but ashes. Despite the immense loss, Noah refused to let tragedy define his future. With his wife, Rain, and their son, Elijah, by his side, he chose to forge a new path. The family relocated to Washington State, where they began building a new life away from the remnants of their past struggles. The move was not easy, but it marked the beginning of a new chapter filled with hope, resilience, and fresh opportunities. Washington State provided a new backdrop for Noah's evolving story. Known for its lush forests, rugged coastline, and thriving communities, the Pacific Northwest was a place where he could reinvent himself while staying connected to nature. Although the transition meant leaving behind the off-grid lifestyle that had defined him for so long, Noah adapted quickly. He found ways to embrace both modern conveniences and the self-sufficient values he had grown up with. One of the most significant joys in Noah's life has been his growing family. He and Rain are not only raising their son, Elijah, but they are also eagerly preparing for the arrival of their second child. Becoming a father had already transformed Noah, teaching him patience, responsibility, and a deeper sense of love than he had ever known. With another baby on the way, his excitement and devotion to his family have only grown stronger. Though his life has taken a different turn, Noah remains a recognizable and beloved figure. His rugged looks, combined with his genuine and down-to-earth personality, continue to captivate fans of Alaskan bush people. Even in a new environment, his presence resonates with those who admire his resilience and determination. He has proven time and again that he is more than just a man who lived off the land. He is a survivor, a dedicated husband and father, and an inspiring individual who refuses to give up no matter the obstacles. As Noah settles into his new life, he is embracing opportunities that allow him to grow both personally and professionally. Whether he is working on personal projects, sharing updates with fans, or simply enjoying the beauty of his new surroundings, he remains a testament to the strength and perseverance of the Brown family. While the wilderness may no longer be his home, the spirit of adventure still burns brightly within him. What do you think about Noah Brown's heartbreaking tragedies? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.